Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video with numbers. Alright, so a lot has happened on the account. I'm sure you've seen, I'm sure you know. And we're gonna dive right in to everything, really. Just give me a second, guys. Just going to sort out some stuff. Be with you in just a minute. Alright, there we go. So pretty much, if you've been following any of the videos that I've posted in recent times, or that's what do I have here? Oh, Conjurer. Anyway, yeah. So we've got tons of changes to the account that I think we need to go over. Yeah. First one and the best one, cannot the best one, but the best one for Arena, Embrys. Yeah, we got our hands on the Chimera Clan Boss Mythical Champion. He looks insane. He is insane in Arena. Um, yeah, so let's go over the build. I've got him in a 4-piece stone skin. Yeah, nothing else really, because he's really stat intensive to build out. And my account, unfortunately, is not really up in terms of good stone skin pieces. So I mean, we got him at 73k HP, 230 speed, 100 crit damage. I mean, 100 crit rate, obviously, 220 crit damage. You want to try and keep the accuracy low. I obviously got it up a little bit too high at 192. Don't think we can see Arena. Yeah, but yeah, I got it a bit too high, 192. And the reason why you don't want it too high is, um, for the second form, the damage, well, the bonus buff damage, right? Depends on your accuracy stat. If your accuracy is too high, right, you're just gonna deal double damage. If it's low enough or lower than your opponent's accuracy, you end up ignoring 50% of their defense, which is obviously way better. So yeah, in terms of books, I also don't have books going my way, but if I did, I think Emrys second form would be where it's at. It's got the block revive, it's got a massive AoE nuke, and he's got this third skill, which is a HP swap. But I think the major selling point is that every time it's used, you increase his ignored defense effect by 10%. So yeah, that's obviously really major. Um, so yeah, we just got him basic stone skin at least. So if anything happens, he's gonna miss his, let's say, misses his first turn because we lose the speed race. He'll kind of be protected, and we can still go into the second phase of the fight with him. Next we have Lamasu. She's actually built in a curse set at the moment, and that's because I'm using her for Hydra. Well, I'm going to use her. She's a really good Hydra champ, Chimera champ. She's one of the best free champs you could probably get your hands on because she brings tons of great buffs and debuffs to the table. Also don't have a fully booked, unfortunately. Kind of ran out of Lego books booking out Acrizia, but yeah, her A1 decrease attack is really good. It's an AoE hit, the 50% chance, bookable up to 70% chance, so really good against bosses. Some good against Doom Tower as well. I used it to clear some Doom Tower flaws, and this decrease attack lands quite often. A2 is block buffs and true fear. In general ways, it's 100% chance to land. If you're up against a boss, it's block buffs and decreased speed, 100% chance to land. I would have liked the true fear for Chimera, but that's fine. We'll take the decreased speed. It actually helps out kind of a lot more in the long run. So yeah, Books down to 3-turn cooldown. Really good skill. A3 is a cleanse on a single target to intercept stacks on them, and then 50% turn meter full and full skill cooldown reduction. So that's a 4-turn cooldown. Lovely skill. It's not comparable to like Kaimar, who does a full cooldown reset of everyone, but it's still really good. Especially going into arena where you just maybe want a nuker to go again, she can help you out with that. Then we're coming to a passive, immune to sheep, and every time she places a debuff, it decreases the target's turn meter by 5% and permanently decreases their resistance and accuracy by 10. This also helps out against bosses, especially Chimera, especially Hydra sometimes, where you might just be a little bit short on the accuracy requirement or the resistance requirement to resist buffs. She can help you out with that because she places 2 debuffs on her A2. So you've already got minus 20. 1 debuff on her A1. So that's minus 30 to resistance and accuracy. So your accuracy checks become a lot easier. Your resistance checks become a lot easier. Aura, speed in all battles, amazing, lovely, great champ overall. Just gonna swap out from this curse set here, put it in her main gear set. All right. So main gear set, it's just a mix and match of a lot of different pieces, and it's just so we can meet the targets. 316 speed, nothing insane. 242 resistance, 389 accuracy, 63k HP, 2.9k defense, 2k attack. Yeah, so she lands the debuffs quite regularly. Obviously, really tanky champs will, or really high resist champs, sorry, will ignore that. Next on the list, we obviously have Acrizia. I've shown you guys Acrizia before, I think. I'm not sure. If not, here you go. She's built in a straight relentless set. Got some pinpoint and slayer to kind of shoot, man. Pinpoint and slayer just to meet stat requirements. Yeah, relentless is the way to go because you want her taking as many turns as possible. Her skills, she's fully booked by the way, but her skill set is pretty much based off max HP damage. So A1 is just straight smack, damage increases every time it's used up to 100%. Great. A2 is a double hitter that places shield on her. Shield is based off her max HP. Great. So it's 5% for each crit hit. So she gets 10% shield if she crit hits twice. She's void, so she's most likely going to do 2 crit hits. And then she's got the A3, which is really good against tons of bosses. It's a double hitter. It's a 100% chance fully booked to steal 100% of the target's turn meter before attacking, and it cannot be resisted if the target has higher max HP. So bosses always get their turn meter stolen, which is great. The passive here decreased the damage taken from AoE attacks by 50%. Already she's not super tanky, but this makes her really tanky, especially going into Hydra, going into Clan Boss, going into Chimera, most dungeons as well. She tanks it out really well, so definitely really survival friendly. Going into the masteries, just want to highlight Life Drinker on her is exceptionally good, right? Of course, she deals so much damage against a boss when her HP drops below 50. If she goes and hits the boss, she can pretty much get a full heal on herself. So Life Drinker, exceptionally important, will really boost your damage. I've got it with Malefic Talent just for a little bit extra crit damage. So here's the stats: 272 speed, 3.6 attack, 257 crit damage. I went away from using any accuracy. I don't really need it to be landing this decreased defense. I always bring someone in to do that for, so she just needs to focus on making sure she smacks the heck out of bosses. So yeah. Other than that, we did get another champ. Molly tanked. Actually got it during CVC. We pulled a few ancient shards, and lo and behold, she popped out. Good Hydro Champ once I rank up. Got the A1 HP burn. I mean, A1 hit increases the damage if the target's under HP burn. A2 is just placing Provoke for 1 turn. She does have a chance to place for 2 turns, which is great, and then a reflect damage on herself. And then she's got an A3 for reviving allies and placing block damage. It's a 4-turn cooldown, 3-turn on a Provoke, and then she's got a turn meter full on her passive. So yeah, she can be incredibly strong if you can build out well. So yeah, I think she will go into like my second or third Hydra team. Probably my third. I've got a second Hydra team built already. So yeah, she'll go into my third Hydra team with, you know, maybe like Cleopteryx for Hex and quite a few other champs. But yeah. Anyway, guys, why don't we take these guys for a little bit of a test run? And I'll show you guys what it's all about. Okay, let's try this team. All right, let's take Mikey out. Let's put Nell in, so you can go revive, fear block buff, strip, and then we'll use Embrys to kind of deal damage. Charm, this setup obviously won't work against everyone, and it's really, Embrys needs a good team around him. Okay. Okay, Fabian obviously does his thing. So he got locked out, so we're just gonna go straight ahead and metamorph. Okay, extra turn. We hit the extra damage. It's gonna A2 smack. Okay, weak hit, weak hit. That's the unfortunate part. Now we got Okay, he also has that revive mechanic, which is really strong. Yeah, we just got wrecked by that team. That's unfortunate. Yeah, really strong damage dealers in that team. Let's see, can we try someone else? Let's try is this Ecclesiast? Okay, 17 million power. He's pretty strong compared to me. You guys need to remember my account is only at like 4 million right now, so not too insanely strong. Okay, so you went for the Arbiter sheet. That's fine. Let's just drop their turn meters even more. And we're gonna just go for Arbiter here. Okay, put up and decrease attack on everyone. Okay, solid hit. There's his passive going off. Weak hit against Embrys, and he got reflected from the wand on Mithrala. I mean on Nell. Luck revive, yeah, all done. So yeah, Embrys is really solid. I'm trying to find a team where I can showcase the reason I bring Lamasu in. Let's see, maybe this one. Okay, so we're gonna speed up. Decrease defense, weaken, and throw out fears, block buffs, decrease attack, swap over, steal some life, and then just get a smackdown. All right, should be able to showcase what I wanted to from Lamasu here. There we go. So Lamasu, all right. This is why I pair up with Emrys for this A3. You chuck that on Emrys again, resets his skills, does another life steal. So now he's got 70% ignore defense on this A2, right? Which is really strong. Okay. Solid smacks here and there, but don't know how strong that rosin is, but wow, man, he was not going down. But yeah, that's kind of how this is a tough team. Whoa. This team is also very tough, very tanky. Might lose to the Gizmac here, but let's give it a go. Speed race might be another thing for us here that we struggle with. Can we win the speed race? Interesting. Without some decreased defense. I expected Stone Skin. Didn't get it. Did we place? No, we got resisted. That's fine. Doesn't have the accuracy. I was also hoping to find some Stone Skin teams. Alright, that's great. Okay, we're going to reset. Nope, we got feared. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think we'll run back to Embrys here. Just A1. Yeah, easy enough. So I'm assuming, you know, you kind of get the gist of where we're trying to go. Let's do this. No, man. There we go. And bring in Alice, our standard nuker. Yeah, so we're replacing Esme in my usual setup run. I'm putting Lamasu in. Alright. Let's see what we can get here. Can we show off Lamasu a bit more? If the game loads in. Alright, just bear with me, guys. A little bit of technical difficulties here. The raid seems to be having trouble. What the hell, man? I think let's just give this a quick restart. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what happened there, but we are back. Let's just wait for this to load in. Come on. It's taking quite a while for who knows what reason. There we go. Alright, back in. Alright, so that was Embrys in his, I suppose, damage dealer build that I have him, which is this 4-piece stone skin. I did have him in 6-piece before this, but he just didn't deal enough damage. Didn't hit hard enough. So I kind of had to swap him out. It was a 250, 260 speed build. So it was really fast. He just couldn't hit hard enough, which was pretty sad. Because the 6-piece stone skin was really good. But I think once I get his masteries done, get War Master on him, it'll be a little bit better as well. So there's that to look forward to. Yeah, so I think the real question for most people is, how do you pair him up? Like, who do you look to put with an Embrys? So obviously he's going to be, there's 2 roles that he can fill in a team. Either he's going to be your stone skin stripper, or he's going to be a damage dealer. Whichever role it is, right? He's going to need a few things. For stone skin stripping, it doesn't need accuracy, right? So you can still build him as a good damage dealer and use him for stone skin strip. I obviously have Nell, who does my stone skin strip. If you don't have anyone to do that, Embrys is a very solid option. Okay, you want to bring someone who's quick, who's going to turn meter boost him to hopefully get his turn. All right, so you're going to want to bring a good turn meter boost champ. Like I said, you can bring a secondary stone skin strip champ just to be 100% sure. That can come in the form of Nell for me, or Esme. It doesn't really matter. Both work. I prefer Nell because she brings decreased defense and weaken. And then you just either want another damage dealer. One of these 2 could work for me. Because Embrys is a Force Affinity champ, I'd probably want to go with Alice, who's magic, because that'll allow me to kind of hit Spirit Affinity champs without weak hitting. Right, so this is the kind of setup you're going to want. Let's go in and have a look at what it does. Right, so you go straight in, take our turn first. We're going to speed up. Now gets a turn. Her A3 also has a turn meter full, so she pretty much also does speed boosting. Right, straight into Ember. So we actually go faster than Alice, which is not what I want. I kind of really want him to go last because he can also place block revive, but it's fine. Just get his skills going. Yeah, pretty much nukes them all down. So you want Embrys most of the time to go last in your team. This is a very strong team. I won't be able to take that down. Taras and Marishka. Yeah, this is a strong team, man. Yeah, you would ideally want Embrys going last in your setup. Again, that just... Ooh, look at all those. Okay, Embrys is the only person we can really hit here. So that's good. Okay, that's expected. Drop the stone skin. Yeah, this team is not going to be a good day for us. This could be an interesting team, but Venus and Cupidus together, and it's a 6-star Cupidus. Really tough to deal with. Let me just get this out of the way. But I think you guys kind of get the point. Bro, what the hell is happening today? The Wi-Fi gone mad? Are the servers just a bit dusty? Need to dust them off. Alright, come on, Raid. Alright, guys, we'll be right back. Man, I don't know if we're having server maintenance or something, but it's pretty weird. Anyway, that was my bad. Yeah. Suppose let's try a couple of live arena fights. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Let's see what... Do we still have the magic, man? It's been too long. And if server permits us, obviously, if the connection allows us to find a fight. Pretty odd hours for us. We don't usually partake at this hour. Roadhouse. Right. Standard first pick, I think. Arbiter. I think the only reason in live arena right now why I would possibly not pick Lamasu is because I don't have intimidating presence on her. It's really important to have a champ with intimidating presence. So I'm going to save my last speed or a pick for the end of the fight. Well, of the pick phase. Purely because if he doesn't pick enough speed champs and speed auras, I can then pick Lamasu and it might work out in my favor. So obviously got a He-Man right now, who is in his own right a really solid speed lead. This is interesting. Enemy max HP champions. Suppose we'll be fine with this, eh? Suppose the master is not the worst pick. That's interesting. We'll drop the He-Man. The master's aura, 24%. It's pretty darn good. Right. Interesting. Goes for Tholen. Unless he's really freaking got insane 9p stone skin on everyone and they clap. We should be fine. Should be fine. Not gonna worry about Newt right now. He's not really tanky, is he? Ah, nice. Embrys got the fear up for me on Makage. Okay. Quick HP steal. Do we smack them all? Almost. Yeah, this should be it. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, must have been just a bot run account or something. Alright, Maximus B14. He's hit 8,000 on the dot. Really interesting champs might come out here. Last couple of live arena days that I've played off camera, we came up against some insane teams. So, you know, I'm trying to stay positive and hopeful. If Maximus makes his picks. Alright, that's a strong start. Definitely you want magic champions into a fight like this. Picking Embrys is a bit risky because he's gonna weak hit both of those champs, so it depends on his next two pulls or his next two picks. We pick Embrys as a stone skin stripper, just in case. Let's see what Lamasu can do as well. Same team, I suppose. Because I think there's gonna be stone skin on this Commodus. So we're gonna ban Wukong, leave Commodus. Because Wukong is going to be tricky as well. We do have the block revive with the Embrys, but chances are he's probably gonna delete the Embrys from the team. People usually opt for that option. Wouldn't be surprised. Either Embrys or Nell, maybe. If he goes for the Arbiter, that's fine too. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be the last choice for him. Because he doesn't want me to hit these Spirit Affinity champs. Like I said, Embrys is going to weak hit against them. But that's okay. You just need to get one kill with Embrys, and he starts to really show his worth. Stone skin and everything. So, okay. Didn't get any strips there. Unfortunate. Okay. Of course, we're going to weak hit, most likely. Okay, we still won. Now we got the fear off. Got some unfortunate luck there. Does the fear proc? No. We still have one more chance. There you go. Does the fear proc? Nope. Yeah, problems. Problems, man. That's where Emrys kind of falls short. Can't really handle the Spirit Affinity champs. That's okay. Take what we can. We lose some, we win some. Okay. Um, I think Lamasi is the wrong pick here. She's gonna proc off Marius. That's a freaking 5-star intimidating presence, Mokage. Picked the wrong aura. Shoot. Such an idiot. Nice. Stands out. She revives. Marius takes us down. That's my big problem with Embrys right now. I'm assuming you guys can see it the way I can see it. He's not hitting hard enough. It's really not. That's my biggest problem with Embrys at the moment. I need him to just hit a little bit harder. Azurus. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. Wow, another Marius. Okay. Fucking root, so he's gonna go through stone. Oh, whoa. It's interesting. Who do we take? It's the Donnie. All right. Losing the Nell is really going to hurt. We won't be able to strip Embrys here. There's no freaking way, man. What relic is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gone, really gone. Don't know what it is, can't remember. But it has saved his life. That is so sad, man. Oh. Anyway, guys, that was good. Well, that is our Embrys visual. Like I said, he's really good, really strong. My account on a personal level does not have the capacity to build him out. If you do and you do get him, great. I hope you have the gear for him. I hope you have the ascension materials needed, etc., etc. Maybe a soul or two. But yeah, he's just very intense on the kind of stats he needs, and I unfortunately don't have that gear for him. So hope you guys have better luck with it. I'll keep obviously working, keep trying to get better gear. Until then, I will see you guys later. Yeah, and we'll look at a Lamasu Hydra run in our next video. Cheers. Bye.